Fuck it.
Fuck it. We're doing it live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. What's the odds of Steve Brennan easy?
Ladies and gentlemen.
Week 3 of the NFL?
Week four.
It's 4. Yeah, it feels like 400 when you're a Giants fan. We'll get to that in a minute. The era of the Darth hour has begun. I don't know. I'm still not 100% sure about how I feel about it. We'll talk it out. But first, we have to start with the Ryder Cup, which is honestly, as we record this, in my peripheral vision, I am watching it as we are getting fucking the break speed off of us by the Europeans at Bethpage Black in New York. I was there on Wednesday. It was fucking amazing. I played this course 7 times in my life. It's almost unrecognizable for several reasons. One, they built basically a village. You could house all the undocumented ICE people and all the homeless of New York in this fucking tent village they built in Bethpage Black. Number 2, for whatever reason, the Americans because we're the home team, we get to kind of set the course up the way we want. And Bethpage is not the biggest. It's long, it's hard, it's undulated, it's up, it's down. But the hardest thing about it is the rough. And for some reason, Keegan Bradley, the captain, has decided to keep the rough at a very manageable low level, which has not played to our advantage. We do bomb it out there, but we're not chipping it up and getting it onto the green in the closest spots, and we're not putting well. So right now we're getting boat race, but it has been fun. It was fun to go to. It was pretty sick to be in America watching a Ryder Cup because it is kind of a very, this is like the few times a year where people will actively boo Rory McIlroy and hate him and this and that. So it's fun. The American spirit. Trump was there yesterday doing the fucking dance. He was dancing the night away. Did you see what he wore?
Mm-mm. Wasn't he wearing golf shoes?
Yep.
Like he was ready to play?
And what I love about it is that I could tell he's got one pair of golf shoes. He wears the same ones I wear. It's those like white patent leather, like the old school looking ones. They're pretty cool. They're very comfortable. They make it out. But he was wearing a blue suit, but he fucking rocked those white shoes. And then he walked out with Bryson DeChambeau. And I think he started walking the course. I think at some point he thought he was so into it. He's like, oh, I might take a shot. They're going to let me take a shot. It's alternate ball and it's my turn to shoot. And who's going to tell him no? He's a pretty good golfer too. He probably would have done better than half the fucking squad we put out there yesterday. Brenton, have you been watching it?
No. I don't watch golf. You know this.
It's on all day long.
I know, but if you hit me up and said, hey, we are tied going into the last round. Yeah.
Well, that's tomorrow.
Okay, yeah, but we're not tied. We're getting our asses handed to us.
But can I say something? Weren't you the same guy that during COVID told me you were betting on Dubai highlight fucking
No, it was
matches?
It was Australian soccer. And then the I don't even know what the video game was, but the competitive video game industry was still going on. So I was betting on their matches as well.
Yeah, so don't tell me you don't have time to watch a little fucking
I wasn't
golf.
watching any of that. I was just betting.
Oh, okay. So just
There's a difference.
And then you would just put it away.
Yeah, exactly.
You would just not care about the outcome. Well, I care. I care about America. I care about I care, Brenton. Okay.
I'm happy
I care
that
about
you
the
care.
USA. All right.
There's college football on.
We've had a lot going on. A lot going on in this country. And we don't need your fucking bullshit about
college football. And baseball. You tell me, has there been in recent memory a better finish to the regular season of Major League Baseball in the last?
It's been amazing.
15
Mostly
years?
because the gigantic collapse of the New York Mets, which has been unparalleled at this point. And the Tigers collapsing as well. The Yankees are tied with Toronto with 2 games left. They're actually starting to play right now. I think it's the second or third inning. And that's exciting.
No, first pitch is in 20 minutes.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm in Nebraska, by the way. I'm in Central Time, so on the road. But anyway, yeah, no. And plus, you have on top of that, you have the Cal Raleigh Aaron Judge, who's going to win MVP. It's kind of gone back and forth. It was a done deal a while ago. Then Cal Raleigh started putting up bigger numbers, and he's got 60 home runs, which is there's four guys in the world that have ever done that.
So who do you
And
think should get it?
here's the deal. I think what's going to happen is if Cal Raleigh, oh, hold on. Bryson's going to try to drive the green on one. Oh, my God. He fucking almost did it. He's 15 yards away. God damn. Dude, he's like insane. When he's like a pro wrestler out there. Like if anyone feeds off the crowd, it's that dude. He's an animal. I love him. Anyway, if Cal Raleigh breaks the home run record, he gets the MVP. There's no way you can break Judge's record or even tie it and not win the MVP. You know, the negative plus he's a catcher, dude.
Yeah.
This guy plays the hardest position and he plays it well. He's not just like back there for fucking because he's got a bat. He's an excellent, one of the top defensive catchers in the league. And, you know, the only difference he has is his OPS and his batting average are, 100 points behind Judge. That's really what the difference is. The fact that there's only 7 guys hitting over 300 in Major League Baseball, which is unheard of, dude. We had 7 guys hit it over last year. We'll probably have 7 depending on what happens these last couple of days. 6 or 7. No one's going to sneak into it. So think about that, dude. Take that into consideration, okay? His numbers look normal to MVP numbers in the 90s. The Jim Thome numbers and those guys. Oh, 320, 50 home runs and 100-something RBI. Yeah, but that's when like 45 guys hit over 300. Maybe 50. And you led the league average was like leading the league was like 340, 350.
Mm-hmm.
Now you got the biggest home run or second biggest home run, third if you count Ohtani, also leading the league in batting average. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. So to me, if we're voting today with 2 games left, I'm still giving it to Judge because to beat the king, you got to beat the fucking king. You got to kill him, dude. He's the reigning MVP. He missed a couple games because of health. That will, but the numbers are absolutely still there. If he had 45 home runs, then I think it's a different story. He's got over 50 home runs. He's got over 100 RBIs, and he's got the highest batting average in baseball.
He's got 176 hits. He could end up with 180 hits. And how many walks does he have?
I don't know how many.
I think he broke the American League record for most intentional walks in a season.
He's been walked 30 plus times intentionally this season. 33, I think. That's more than
36.
Like 25, 36. That's more than 25 other teams.
And he has 124 walks.
Total combined intentional walks for the team. One player on the Yankees has more than 26, I think, other teams' total combined intentional walks.
I mean, his OBP is 458.
Dude, it's insane. And look,
every other at bat, he's on base.
I could sit here with my Seattle friends, Rob, and he could sit there and tell me why Cal Raleigh defensively, is a difference maker even more than Judge. And he might be right. Judge is he is the best right fielder in baseball. But he wasn't healthy for, 40% of the season. And his arm is a big weapon, and he hasn't been able to really use it. Whereas Cal Raleigh's been back playing the hardest position in baseball at a really high level for the entire season, dude. He played as much as a catcher they'll let you play. So, imagine, I don't know how many games has Cal Raleigh played. I'm going to guess 150, 155. Somewhere in that world, if anyone could look it up. Imagine he played, if he was a healthy right fielder, if he was judging 156. So, and there's 2 games left.
All those games, though?
I mean, think about that, too.
At the catching position, not
catcher.
just DH.
I thought they took breaks every, at least that's what they did in the 90s.
I don't know. Maybe that might be a D. I don't know. How many games did he play to catcher?
According
See if you can find that
AI, he has caught 156 games. Not played, caught.
That's insane.
That's nuts, dude. That's crazy. That's what I'm saying. It's just that's why right now I think he's the betting favorite.
Yeah.
So
he probably deserves it. He probably edges out. Maybe if Judge doesn't get hurt, it's a different story. But I think you kind of have to give it to Cal.
Yeah.
Unless
I
Judge goes out and hits four more home runs in 2 games.
Well, not even. I mean, I don't think Judge is. I think it's really going to depend more upon what rally. If Judge hits one or two more home runs, well, really, that just kind of closed the gap a little bit and makes it a little more palatable, I guess. He's not
Hmm.
going to jump his average up 25 points. He's not going to get 10 more, 30 more RB. So I really think it's more dependent upon if Cal Raleigh breaks or ties that record, it's a done, sealed deal. But again, I think it's more like it could be like a thing where it was Josh and Lamar last year, where, so it'll be for some weird reason, whatever the voters, whatever the tie breaking thing that they put out there as their tiebreaker, it varies from guy to guy. So it's going to be interesting. But yes, again, it makes it exciting, dude. It makes it exciting that we're fucking talking about baseball the last week and not just waiting for the wild card to start next week.
Hmm.
Um, Cameron Young just hit it pretty close. Oh God, I love this fucking guy. So yeah, let's get to the Giants. Let's get to what it was after last week, the debacle. The just we looked bad. We looked bad. Russ looked
I
bad.
think Russ looked bad. I don't think you as a whole looked bad. I mean,
No,
there were
no,
bright
yeah,
spots. The defense made some decent plays against a good offense.
yep.
Cam Scatterbo burst onto the
I
scene
know
in a
a
big
guy that's
way.
like I told Adam Egan. I said, "Hey, man, this guy is going to be a vulture, like in the sense of like what Darren Sproles was." And I'm not talking about like this body size. I'm talking about like getting near the goal line and needing 2 or 3 yards. He's not our tush push, but he's our guy that can go like you got to fucking take that guy down. And I'm excited about it. But yes, Russell did not look good, and smartly, hopefully, from what I've heard today, I've said it a couple days ago. I think I told one of you guys in a text that hopefully that they can now move on from him, trade him. He deserves to be traded. So there has to be a team.
Who's
Maybe
gonna
the
want him?
Bengals might. The Bengals
No,
might want. I don't
no, no,
know.
no,
Who
no,
knows,
no, no.
dude?
I think Jake Browning's going to bounce back. He showed well last year. That's why they signed him to a bigger contract as the backup because he's going to come in. He's going to be okay. The problem in Cincinnati is the offensive line. It's not necessarily the
Look,
quarterback.
I think somebody will want him if we can get a fifth round, fourth round, maybe drafted.
Um,
We're going to have to pay a majority of his salary. I
yeah,
understand that.
trying to think who needs a quarterback right now. I
Well,
mean, there were a lot
look,
of injured quarterbacks, but Carson Wentz showed well. Marcus Mariota looked great,
Marcus
and
Mariota is a professional backup, but I'd like Jameis Winston as the backup now. I like Jameis Winston
yeah, he's
being there
great.
alone. He's a great, great personality to have in the
Great locker
clubhouse.
room guy.
Look, am I excited about seeing Jackson Dart play in a pro fucking that counts football game? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Am I scared to fuck that they're doing this because Dable's playing for his job? Shane's probably, egging him on. They know that Mara probably is not a person that gets involved day to day that's like, hey, I want this kid in the game. But I think that they have an understanding that this is something that would probably come with his blessing if they did it. Um, it's definitely the fans are excited about it, but
Hmm.
again, like for what maybe it will be a thing where 3 or 4 times, hopefully, we will see something that this kid can do that Russell Wilson is no longer capable of doing. But do I think that there will be 3 or 4 times where he makes a decision that was not the right decision that maybe a veteran might? I think it's going to go back and forth. This is not going to be the answer, but it is exciting, dude. It's
Yeah.
rejuvenation. It gets the fan base going. Okay, this isn't Drew Luck going out there. This isn't Daniel Jones rerun. And props to Daniel Jones, which is
Yeah, I was gonna
exactly
say, hang on a
again.
second.
We
And
no,
if
I'm
and if
saying,
he
but like,
goes into if he goes into SoFi this week and they somehow squeak out a victory and he looks good again, then
dude, I
yeah,
get it.
Dable
I'm
and
not.
Schoen are playing for their jobs. They need Dart to look good because Daniel Jones looks great right now.
Exactly, exactly. And what I'm saying is like I'm not I'm talking more fan base here.
Yeah.
Okay. If Daniel Jones was stayed on the team and came out and played the way he did this year for the Colts, for the Giants, I believe that they probably would, but we would probably still get to some of the same old. It never would have happened. The guy, he had a peak the year we made the playoffs, and it's just been a downward spiral since then. He needed a fresh start. We needed to move on. It was fine. I'm okay with that. I'm but the spark that we have now that this kid could bring could ignite the fan base. So let's
It's
say
just
this
such a
week,
tough schedule.
it is a very tough schedule. Let's just say this week we can hang around. He looks good, makes a couple bad decisions, throws a pick, and the defense plays great, and we lose the game 24-16. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Then we go get right next week in New Orleans, and we try to play our lights out and go get a win and get some confidence, and then we go to Murderers Row. But guess what? Whether it's this year, next year, you're gonna have to play the Eagles twice. You're gonna have to play the fucking Commanders twice. It's the way it goes, dude. That's the division we're in. They're not moving them around, so there's no easy outs. You got to take what you got, and that's it sucks that it sucks that it's twice in 3 weeks because I would like to see this kid go up against them, and then maybe in the one of the last weeks of the season go up against Philly again and go, wow, what did we learn? What have we developed? How have we gotten better? It's a lot to ask in fucking 3 weeks to beat the team twice or even once. So I am cautiously optimistic. I'm not under any sort of false assumption that I don't know why this is happening. This is not happening because, like, guys, you got to see this kid play in fucking practice. He's lights out. It's like, like the way Patrick Mahomes took over for Alex Smith. It was like, there's no denying this kid anymore. He can't be stopped. Like, he's not Clubber Lang. This is because someone's fighting for his job. He's the coach, and he's now going with not a Hail Mary, but it is a long shot that this kid can save Daboll's season. It is a long shot, I think. Unless he horse whispers
he
his
could save
kid
his
into
job if he looks good. If the team plays well, regardless of the record, obviously they need to win some games. They can't go on 17. But if they
yeah.
look good and competitive, and him and Schoen can say tomorrow, look, this is the foundation we've built. We just need X, Y, and Z in the draft and free agency, and now you have a winner. That's what they're playing for. But I don't know. I think it's going to be a bumpy road for the next month. I think Dart has the ability to look good. He looks the part. He has the ability. He brings more than Russell had. Russell was very one-dimensional. I'm just going to throw the ball up deep and see what happens. And he wasn't very mobile anymore. Dart is a completely different player, so there could be some good, but I don't know. We were talking about it in our text thread. I wish they would have waited a little bit longer and maybe given
Of
Jameis some
course.
starts because
No.
he's going into a buzzsaw.
Dude, I understand that, and we understand that, but New York, we're dying, bro. We're dying for something. Okay, we've been
You're just too
edging for
impatient.
it. We want to come, dude. We're dying. Okay, it's enough.
I mean, to
We
your
don't need.
point, didn't Mahomes sit until like the very last game of the season his rookie year? Like he didn't start
Yeah,
right
he
away.
played
Oh,
all. He didn't play all his
guys,
rookie year.
Well, there you go.
I know. I'm
Like
not
all
talking
the
about a
really
recipe
good
for
quarterbacks
success.
right now, for the most
Yeah.
part, have sat the majority of their rookie year.
That's not
Okay.
true.
Other
I
than
Okay.
mean,
like Josh Allen,
yeah, there's
Lamar
guys.
sat for a year
Everybody's
behind
different. I think
Flacco. I mean,
he
look,
did, didn't
everyone's
he?
different, but we're in a very unique situation here, dude. We're in a unique situation. Okay, we are dying of thirst, and
I
we
get
need
that,
something.
but let me pull up your schedule. There was a
It's
point
oh no,
after your
why are you pulling up our?
because
It's
there
the
was a point. I
it
just
was
think
the
they're
hardest
doing it.
schedule in the
They're
NFL.
doing
It
it
still
too
remains the hardest
soon.
schedule in the NFL. I don't understand why we continue to look at this. It's not gotten any easier. They're not flexing us because
I mean,
we're a fucking
if you
shitbox.
waited till November, the 49ers defense isn't great. Then you have the Bears defense, Packers defense is solid, but Lions defense.
Yeah, but if you're catering your rookie quarterback to the defense you're playing, he's not going
Well,
to make it anyway.
I think that's
Exactly,
absolutely
dude.
what's going on in Minnesota right now.
What are you talking about?
They're
You're
being
trying
so
to.
vague with JJ's injury, and you look at the schedule and you go, okay, it would make sense to because dude, okay, week one
Dude,
in the fourth quarter, he comes back and wins
he's
that
not a
game. Everyone gets all
rookie.
excited.
He
Then
sat there and
he's
watched a guy all
basically a
year last
rookie.
year.
I know, but
I know, but
he
it's
didn't take
different.
he wasn't taking snaps or anything, even in practice. He wasn't doing anything. He was just holding a clipboard and sitting in meetings. So it's basically his rookie season. But I think they're holding him out and they're being really vague with his injury and letting Carson Wentz play just because their schedule gets easier after their overseas games. So he
I mean,
probably could play this week if they really wanted to push him. But
Brenton, if you want to continue to talk logic, that's fine. You can do it all you want. We're not doing this based on logic. I'm sorry, dude. And for the first time, I'm on board with the Giants' decision to not base anything
okay.
on logic. This is feeling, dude. Okay. We want to fuck. We want to come. We want to see our new toy. All right. You bought us a toy at Christmas and it's
Hamster.
fucking goddamn October almost. And I want to play with the toy. Do you understand, Brenton?
Yeah.
I'm sick of staring at it going, oh, I can't wait till we get I want to do it. Okay? And that's it. And I don't because we still have a dream, dude. We're still built on
Just
dreams, okay? The dream is maybe this kid comes in and just has every fucking answer. Maybe this kid is the Kelly Leak that just fucking turns this goddamn shitbox bad news Bears team around. Okay? And if and
Okay.
it,
I'm just
I can
saying,
still believe that in my heart, can I? Can
I'm
I?
have you
I'm
seen?
just saying, I think the Vikings are gonna hold out JJ at least until after maybe they go after
Brenton,
the Eagles.
I don't give a fuck about what they do in Minnesota. Okay. This is the New York Giants in a New York, the biggest media market on the planet fucking Earth. Do you understand what I'm talking about? This isn't all A. Is JJ going to play this week? No. This is what the fuck is going on here. We put on a beautiful goddamn golf fucking event at Bethpage and the goddamn team didn't show up. Okay? We put on a fucking draft. We had the draft for the ages, and we don't even get to fucking play with our new fucking toys. We're sick of it. Sick to goddamn death. And enough is enough. And if it doesn't work, then everyone's got to go. We blow the whole fucking thing up. Bring in John Gruden
Well,
as the head coach. Bring in
how
Antonio
many
Pearson as
how
the
many
defensive
weeks
coordinator.
how many weeks, let's say hypothetically, God forbid, how many weeks of bad play from Jackson Dart until you say, okay, this doesn't work and blow it up?
If if John Gruden wants to coach the New York Football Giants, I would fire Dable if it doesn't look good in 4 weeks, three
Okay.
weeks.
Okay, 3 weeks. That's fair.
Yep, I would
Of
fire him.
course,
I'd bring in fucking
that's
John
also
Gruden.
the toughest part of the schedule for the rookie quarterback.
I don't give a fuck. Neither does John Gruden.
Yeah, I'm with Steve on that. The schedule's a schedule.
The schedule is the schedule, dude. What are we go? What are we gonna pray and hope that all the teams turn out to be garbage?
I'm
No,
just saying you can help the
they
kid's
are. To
confidence if you
quote
put him up against
fucking
a cake defense versus some of the most brutal defenses in football right now.
to quote what's his name? They are who they thought we were. Green, Denny Green. Was
Yeah,
it
yeah, there
Denny?
you go. It was
He's
Denny
late.
Green.
R.I.P. Denny Green, right? They
Yeah,
are. It is what we thought it was. They are who they thought. We knew these teams were good. I knew that the
can I?
fucking. Go ahead.
Have you guys seen the video of Jackson Dart hitting the fucking jet ski throw?
Yeah, it's
No,
You've
sick.
seen it?
I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Oh, can I share it with you real quick? I have it ready to go. This is the toy.
Yeah, that's what I'm
This
talking
is
about,
why
dude.
I'm with Steve on this. Look
This
at
is
this.
big dick energy, bro.
And the guy falls over.
Yeah. It's sick. I want my new toy. I want to play with it. And I'm sick to death of fucking being a cuck sitting there watching it. Okay?
Well, we get to see if he can do that with three linemen and a
No, I'm not
linebacker
saying it's going to be easy or
coming down
right
on
or
his
even
face.
smart or even smart. I'm fine. But if you're this close to blowing it up, right? If you got a nuclear weapon, you start to smell fucking, gas. I don't know. I'm trying to paint a picture here. It's terrible. The bomb's either going to blow up. We can either run towards the fucking explosion and try to get out of the way, or we could sit here and just fucking wait for this whole thing to collapse. And I'm sick of fucking waiting, dude. I'm sick of it. So that's it. I mean, as far as and so yeah, I'm gonna go tomorrow and I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna watch these fucking games and I'm gonna watch Jackson Dart and I'm gonna pray that he doesn't get fucking smashed. But thank God he's got a human battering ram in front of him. Cam Scatterbo, dude, he is. legit like Bobby Boucher. Like he is. I mean, have you seen the like press conferences where like Dable's trying to like talk seriously and like he starts screaming in the background, like and then he's like, "Oh, it's Scatabo again." Like Bobby Boucher energy, dude. Run through a fucking wall. Slightly retarded. He has a slight retardation to him.
Just worried.
And
I mean, you love the way he plays, but
what are you worried about? His neck?
as a featured back, I think he's great. You need another running back. You can't give him the full
No.
workload because he's going to get hurt playing that way. It's very much like George Kittle, where
Yeah.
when you do that to your body over time, you're just going to break down. That's just how it is. So they do need Tracy back, or they need to go and sign somebody else just to make sure he needs like 10 to 15 touches in a game, not 25. If you start getting in that range, you're not going to have him for that long. But he was really fun to
Yeah.
watch. It was great. It was a great way to showcase him on national television.
Well, they still have Devin Singletary, so he'll be like probably more of the feature
Yeah.
back now. They'll split time together if they
Yeah.
needed someone out of the back. But again, I don't mind Scattaboo out of the back and catching a pay. He can catch a pass. He can get downfield. Like you get him going, dude, with a little bit of space. It's like, yeah, that's where he's like a
He's the
fucking
juggernaut.
machine, dude. Yeah, he can bust shit up. He's got yak written all over him. So it's exciting to watch, and hopefully it'll be exciting to watch. I mean, look, I'm in no way, shape, or form. I'm sitting there going like, oh shit, you know what, John Harbaugh or which one is this one? This one's John, right? Or Jim?
Yeah,
This Jim.
This is Jim this
Jim.
Jim's the
week.
Chargers.
Yeah.
Jim's the chart. I think he like annihilates rookie quarterbacks. He has some sort of crazy record against rookie quarterbacks. So, I don't even know. I can't even imagine what he's doing first time starting rookie quarterbacks. It's going to be terrible. So again, I have no grand, but I want to see something that gets my dick wet. Okay. Do you understand, Brenton?
He's 8-2,
Yeah, he's
and
eight and
he's
two. He's
4-0 with the Chargers
Yeah.
against rookie
Yeah.
QBs. So
Yep.
yeah, you're probably not going to win tomorrow, but we'll see if you can make it competitive.
That's all I'm looking for, dude. Competitive football. That's all.
But I'm excited. There's
That's
a lot of
what,
really great young talent on both sides that we get to see tomorrow. I
sure.
am really excited about Omarion Hampton with the Chargers.
He's
Um,
great. I have him in fantasy. It sucks because I'm going to have to root. Speaking of great young talent, Keenan Allen's playing like a great young
yeah,
talent still. It's amazing to
total
watch.
resurgence at
Fucking,
the expense of everyone who took Lad McConkey early in drafts.
yep.
He basically took that role back from him.
By the way, I mean, what that the Seattle Arizona game last night or 2 nights ago? What was it? Last night? No,
Thursday
2 nights
night,
ago.
yeah.
Thursday.
Yeah. It was a snooze fest. And then I left like because I'm telling you, Marvin Harrison Jr., what is this guy's deal? Like you would think he's having like second year, he's playing like a rookie still in his second year with the pedigree of his fucking last name. It's incredible to watch him get nervous going over the middle and get alligator arms and to get like, drop balls and stuff. In fantasy, disaster and failure. And on this, yeah, he had a touchdown at the end of, and it got him close. And, that was a great game. Kyler Murray's still playing well. Seattle fucking is lucky that kicking now is just like, basically it's almost turning into who gets the ball last.
Yeah.
If you're within, a field goal, it's who gets the ball last. Regardless of if you have a timeout and there's time on the clock with double digits, if you have like 15 to 20 seconds in a timeout, it's almost a gimme at this point with these kickers now. So,
I forget the number, but Schefter tweeted something about last week was the most like last second score changes in however many decades. Like last week was
yeah,
just a great week of football. And I don't disagree completely with Marvin Harrison Jr. Obviously, the talent's there. Like that touchdown catch was incredible. I think Kyler also is he hasn't been perfectly accurate. He's not throwing the best balls. And then I think Marvin Harrison Jr. is frustrated. He wants to be the guy. He wants to be the alpha, the first look. But McBride right now is clearly like the first read of Murray every time he drops back. So I
yeah,
think there's kind of like a mental thing going on. But obviously the talent's there. They just got to figure out how to utilize him better.
I mean, it
Also,
doesn't make any sense. He's got so much size, and
Yeah.
he put on all that muscle
No,
this year. That
he's a
played
freak
physical. It's
athlete.
like
He's going to be
it
a
looks.
great
It's
wide receiver for a while.
I would just assume it would have happened already. I would assume he had like the same dog as Malik Neighbors in him. Like the same
Yeah.
sort of competitive. Again, I don't know. I know the talent's
Yes,
there, dude.
but what if Russell Wilson was just looking at every other option before going to Malik Neighbors? And what if Dart is that way? Then Malik Neighbors would
Dude,
probably, he'd probably freak out and he'd probably,
I'm talking about. I'm not even talking about how many times. I'm talking about when you throw Malik Neighbors the ball or throw it around where he is. He fucking goes to get that goddamn ball, dude. He doesn't stop a route. He's not going to sell out his quarterback. He's not going to get alligator arms. He fucking goes to catch the ball. He looks a lot like I don't know Marvin Harrison. Oh
or did you see AJ Brown's catch for the first down last week against the Rams,
yeah, dude.
where he went
Yeah,
back and it was
yes,
all hands, like
yes.
fought through, and that was
Bro, those
it's
guys are different. That's what I'm saying. Like,
that's not gonna be like, the catching with the fingertip reaching back kind of play that everyone goes to as that's the greatest catch.
no,
But that is like textbook. That is just greatness when you can
you
do
need
that because
all
so many
that, dude.
guys body
That's why
catch now.
guys like Neighbors and obviously Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase, those guys are special because they can make the fucking fingertip catches falling out of bounds, but they're also dogs, dude. They go get the fucking ball
Yeah.
when it's thrown near them. They sniff it and they get it, dude. Like fucking, come on, man. Xander Shoffley for birdie to tie the hole. This is big. You can't go down the fucking first hole. You piece of shit. This guy,
Did
I
he
was
just miss
really.
it?
Hold on, not yet. Come on. Fuck yes, let's go.
Okay, so he
All
must have
right.
hit it.
Yes, he hit it. Anyway, yeah, I was a little underwhelmed, and I'm paying dividends fantasy wise because of Marvin Harrison Jr.'s production so far. And then, like, yeah, the other night was the first time I got to actually watch them a little bit, and I was like, this guy is fucking a
I
pussy. What's
think
going on?
I think if you go back, was it 2 weeks? Kyler Murray missed him. He overthrew him. He was open, and it would have been about a
Bro, I don't want to hear anything
97,
about it, dude.
98 yard touchdown, and no one would be talking about his lack of production if Kyler had hit him. Like
Okay.
he missed him wide open, 20
Okay.
yards down the
How about
field.
when he went across the middle? Kyler put it into a fucking a dime window, and he bobbled it like a fucking
Yeah,
dummy because he
drops
was
happen.
nervous. And then he
Drops
handed it to
happen.
the no. It wasn't a drop.
I
It was
get
an
it. I get what
interception,
you're
a
saying.
pick
I'm
that
just
goes
saying
on
if
Kyler
people are
Murray's fucking card.
griping that his stats aren't there, a 98-yard touchdown reception would look pretty good right now. He would have.
I'm griping that he's killing other people's stats as well as mine. He's killing his quarterback stats. His
Do you?
quarterback got an interception for throwing a fucking perfect
Oh, you
ball.
have Kyler Murray
Explain
in
that to me.
fantasy? Is that what's going
I
on?
don't, but I care about people, Brenton. I care about people. Um, so yeah, it was underwhelming. Let's talk about this week. Let's get to this fucking. By the way, congrats on the Bills again. Congrats to the Bills again. You must be happy. You must be excited.
Yeah, that
Do you
that
have
whole
anything?
oh, we
game.
beat the Dolphins.
Yeah, the whole game against Miami just kind of seemed like they were in cruise control. They weren't really
Yep.
giving much effort,
No, I
which
mean
can
no.
be concerning, but also at the same time, it's nice to see them just casually win games.
Exactly, dude. Exactly. Fucking eat what's on your plate and get it over with. Don't
Hmm.
just sit there and play with your food. Eat what's on your plate
Well, they were
and get
playing
it
with
over
their
with.
food with Miami for sure, but they it didn't bite them
Yeah,
in
but
the
it didn't look
ass.
like it, dude. Um, although, yeah, I mean, I still think they're. Did anyone have like a great showing this week? I mean, I'm trying to think of like power rankings wise in my mind. It's still Buffalo one. It's still Buffalo one, and I have them.
I
I have them over the Eagles so far too. I know the
I
Eagles play
still
perfectly.
think the Eagles on paper are probably a better team until Buffalo's defense is back at full strength. Um, but yeah, the Rams should be 3-0. They just pissed that game away. That was really frustrating.
Exactly, dude. And let me tell you right now, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I think that the Tampa's could keep it close and maybe even pull some fucking crazy shit this weekend. I'll
Yeah.
tell you right now, that Baker Mayfield, you he may not be top five, seven quarterbacks, maybe even top 10. People might not even they might leave Baker out. You give me a fourth quarter quarterback, fourth quarter, and I'm not even talking like 11 minutes left of the fourth quarter. I'm talking 6 minutes and under. Okay, he's top five, dude. And it's not necessarily all the athleticism. He manages the game. He is Brady-esque in the way that he manages the football game in the fourth quarter. He's unbelievable at it.
Yeah, he's like
He
Seabiscuit.
really,
He's a
he's
little
very,
undersized, but you get
yes,
that look in his eye and he sees your eye and he just gets that psycho,
yep.
I have to win this game. The
You know,
question is, can they keep it if they can keep it close?
well, that's what
Sure,
I'm
but this
saying.
could also go the other way and it could be a three-score game because the Eagles
It
are
may not
just
matter. Yeah.
better. Baker's banged up. He doesn't have Evans. Godwin's probably going to be very limited. They just don't have a lot of weapons. The offensive line's a little banged up. The defensive line's a little banged up. Like
No,
if
it's
they
not
can keep it
perfect, but
close.
that's the kind of that's when Baker kind of he digs down a little deeper. He's got that grit in him. He's got a good. He's got moxie.
Yeah.
So that's what I think that's where he thrives. Again, if they start to, if the defense doesn't show up and they got to go try to fucking chase down the Eagles and score 40 points, it ain't going to happen. But he's not going to stop. It's not going to be from a lack of trying. And that's what I like. So I like what, I mean, I have him as my quarterback, I think in the Comedy Store League. Um, but yeah, it's fun to watch him play. And I think that could be that. I mean, I got 3.5. Also, by the way, I'm in Nebraska, so I can't place the bet this week because there's no fucking gambling here. So I don't know what sports book you want to use. I had him at a 3.5 point dog at home. I kind of like them to cover that. I like them to lose by a field goal or less. What do you think?
I mean, I'm not the
You don't
person to
like
ask.
it?
I'm really high on the Eagles, and I just think there's too many injuries for Tampa. If they were completely healthy, I
Look,
would
there
feel
are
maybe a
there are
little different
I
more
about them covering, but I just really like the Eagles.
there are
wait, I thought
easier
Tristan
plays for
Wirfs,
sure.
Godwin, Wirfs, and then somebody else are coming back this week, right?
Well, Buka's
And yeah,
unbelievable, and Bucky
Yeah,
Irvin's been playing fucking lights out,
but if
dude.
Godwin is on a snap count, which he will be, you have a rookie wide receiver that's going to be shadowed by the best coverage Philly has, and Vic Fangio is going to scheme to take away basically the only weapon that they have, and he's going to put pressure on Baker. Baker's a little banged up; he's not 100%. I don't see a scenario where the Eagles are going to come out flat like they did against the Rams last week, who are also clearly a Super Bowl contender and a very good team. So I just worry about that game. So I'm not
Um,
if Lucas likes it, go with God. You guys can
I'm not.
overrule it.
No. I just brought it up because it's like it's something I've been looking at. It sticks out to me, and I'm like, I just it's like one of those feeling games.
I just
There are
think
way easier
you're
and way safer
poking.
games
There
to
are
bet.
much safer
Yeah,
games. You're poking the
yeah.
champs. They are still the best team in football.
Um, but yeah, they are going on the road. It is the same time zone. It is the East Coast. It's not that big of a deal. I mean, I'm sure a lot of Philly people live down in Tampa. Don't travel well, but it's I feel like, it could be a situation where Baker gets going and they run the ball well and the defense stands there and next thing you know, you're like, "Oh shit. It's 17-14 fucking Bucks with 6 minutes left. Let's let Baker cook, dude. Let's go." But again, I'm not married to it. If you guys, if you want to talk, if we want to look at some other stuff, you bring up a game, we'll chop it up.
Um, I
You pick
mean,
one.
I like the Bears over the Raiders. I'll say
yeah,
right now, I think that's my pick.
that's a good one.
I looked at that too. I saw that. I was like, I kind of feel like they're primed to start putting shit together. It looks like they started in the right direction with Caleb Williams. It's starting to look better and better. The defense is getting a little better. They weren't perfect, but Dallas is tough. Dallas got a good
Yeah,
offense, dude.
yeah.
That's not their problem, but
Well,
uh
the Bears defense
Eberflus is their
is
problem.
decimated, so the Bears have to put up points every week right now until they're missing their top two corners. And up until last week, I think they were missing their top three corners. and they can't really stop the run right
Um,
now. So they're kind of like Cincinnati of the NFC. They have no defense and they have to put up 40 points. The good news is they have Ben Johnson, so they're capable of doing that. But yeah, the Bears are going to have to put up points, and they can against Vegas, I think. And look at
I like
that.
that. You give it. You
Bet
want to.
TSI with worse odds.
What is it?
It's a pick 'em.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I had him as a dog.
Yep. That's what they are in everything else except Bet
Yeah.
TSI. They are a pick 'em. And it's not even plus odds.
Oh, fuck. Well,
But
I don't
I think
mind that
that's a
either.
good
I like
pick.
that
I
one.
think that's a good pick.
What about you, Brenton? You got something you've been looking at?
I mean, I'm never going to tell you not to throw in the Saints, whoever's playing the Saints and whoever's playing the Panthers. I'm going to do that all day, every day until I go broke, which I don't think that'll
With the
happen.
points.
That's the
No,
other
I
thing. The
just take them on the
Giants have
money
to look
line.
good enough. The Giants have to look good enough this week. Good enough for to make me believe that they will beat the Saints next week because they will be my pick in the survivor pool next week. I'll take the Giants. That will be my Hail Mary weekend. This
Speaking
week I took
of,
Denver.
yeah,
I took
speaking of,
Denver
did
this
you
week.
see in the Circa contest how many people took Green Bay to beat Cleveland?
Yes.
It wiped
Yep.
out a
They wiped out
huge,
25% of my league. And
yeah.
it would have wiped out if the Jets held on. I mean, if the Jets held on and beat fucking what's his name, Baker and the Bucks, then they would have wiped out like another 25 people in my thing. Another like 20%. But
hmm
yeah, a lot of people got wiped out on Green Bay. But yeah, this week I took Denver
I
in my
mean, there's
survivor pool.
there's a lot of games that I like, not necessarily with the points, just on the money line. I think it's just like the Bills are so obvious. I like the Patriots. I like the Commanders, and you can get plus odds on that against the Falcons. At some point, we're going to have to realize that Michael Penix Jr. is not very good at quarterback, and Kirk Cousins should be the starter. And maybe that's this week, because
Whoa.
last week was the one of the most pathetic showings I've ever seen.
Dude, you lose 40 to nothing. Was it 40 or
It
30?
was, I think it was 30, but to
30.
Carolina, who are just
Yes.
terrible, and you made them look like a decent football team. They're terrible.
Did Luke Kuechly come out of retirement? Did I miss
He
that? Thomas
must have.
Davis and Luke
I mean,
Kuechly, did they come out of retirement?
it was so bad. That was one of the worst games I've watched, and the Falcons are not that bad of a team. They were made to look horrible. So I think Kirk Cousins is the guy. You're gonna have to make that decision, especially after the Commanders beat the Falcons this week.
So yeah, what
Um,
do you do with the Falcons this week though? I mean without Jaden Daniels, without Terry McLaurin, how you think the Fal
they're also missing Brown and
Yeah,
Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt was banged up. He's gonna play though. I
that's what I'm
still
saying though. Does that even it out? Like where do you like because that to me was felt like a game that was, this is the Commanders. This is
I think it could be a big Debo game.
but you still think the Commanders win.
I think the Commanders win. It's not necessarily my pick. I'm just going through all these.
Yeah.
I think the Texans are a very safe pick at home. They have to win. The Titans haven't really showed much. Cam Ward hasn't really showed much. So that's a very safe pick. But if you want one that I feel really good about, I like Jacksonville going to San Francisco and upsetting. And
Interesting.
you give me the three
Interesting.
and a half points just in case the
Okay.
49ers win on that last second field goal. We still cover.
I kind of like that too. I like that too. Now they are 3-0, right? 49ers?
49ers are 3-0, but it is a very soft 3-0 where
Yeah.
Seattle should have won that game.
Yep.
There were two touchdowns that Purdy threw that were just basically like the DB let the ball go through his hands while he was crossing them, and it wasn't like a lightning beam throw. It was just kind of a lollipop soft pitch.
Yep.
Um, so I like Jacksonville this week to at least cover, but I think they're going to win outright. Um, and then obviously Green Bay's not going to go and lose two in a row, especially to Dallas. They're going to go and beat the shit out of them after having that embarrassment in Cleveland. And I like Monday night. I like the Jets to beat the Dolphins, who I think are just not in a good situation.
I know. I
And
looked at
Justin
that
Fields
game
is
too, and I
back.
feel I feel like I'm like, oh, I really wanted. I want to pick the Jets too, but I just feel like the Dolphins, like their defense is bad, but they could put up 40 points. That could be another Steelers Jets game like it was, week one shootout. And then for some reason, I feel like it might not work out. It might work out for the Dolphins this time. I don't
The
know. That's why
the the
I kind of stayed
Jets
away from it.
have a very solid defense. If this was Tyrod Taylor starting, I would feel different, but Justin Fields is back, and the Dolphins have one of the worst defenses. So I like the Jets in this game.
Okay. All right.
But I selected Jacksonville plus 3.5. And then I'm also
All
going to
right.
throw I'm going to throw the Bills on the money line minus 1600, and I'm going to throw the Patriots on the money line against the Panthers at home.
Now, I know
Oh
you
yeah,
love these money line guarantees, but
okay. I'll take that one
I'm
off.
not
But
saying
I'm keeping
how
the
do you
Bills on. The
a
Bills are
team
not
just
losing to
whooped
the
a
Saints.
team
Mitch Trubisky could beat the Saints.
30 points. They just won 30 points. I'm not saying
That's
the
why I love
Saints
it. I'm
here.
getting better odds. The Panthers
No, the
are,
new you're
you're not hearing me when I say the Panthers are one of the worst football teams that we will see. That's how bad Michael Penix Jr. played last week.
yeah, but you can come up the confidence of a fucking
And
30
and
point.
the Panthers lost was it two interior linemen, one for the season and one's for most of the season. Chuba Hubbard is injured. Xavier Legette is ruled out. Tedrow McMillan is banged up, so he's questionable. He's probably going to play, but he's questionable. They lost their tight end for the
It just
season.
doesn't feel like a guarantee to me. I'm like, if it
Bryce
was like
Bryce Young
a
is
Penix,
not good at football.
Hmm.
They have a lot working against them, whereas
okay,
the Patriots feel like a team that's on the rise. They have a good coach,
I do, I agree,
and
but
they're going to
I haven't
rally
seen
around their defensive coordinator has
I
prostate
haven't
cancer.
seen
That came out
the rise
yesterday.
come up.
They're going to play for him.
All right, take it away. And if that's the one, I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna go nuclear next week if it does some sort of fucking crazy little bullshit with that game. All right, and hey, even better, if I have to sweat that game out, Brenton, I'm gonna
You're
go
going to have
fucking
to sweat it
crazy.
out a little bit, but
No,
we're
no,
going to
I don't want
win.
to. These money line game guarantees, Brenton
What's wrong
specials.
with money
I don't even
line?
want to sweat these fucking things out, dude. I
We either
want them to
take
be
the money
over by
line or
halftime.
we're giving 5.5 points.
All right, great. What is that going to get us? Can you do the math on this? Do you need
Well,
some
we didn't
time?
get your pick. What's your pick?
I told you my pick.
Then
Said in the beginning.
I forgot you're taking
You kind of told me off of it. You
The
took me
Bucks three
off
and a
of it.
half.
I really wanted that one, but
Okay, well you
I
can put
mean,
that one in if that's what you want.
yep.
All right. Um,
That's a big ballsy bet right there. And I want credit for that. Because if I'm right, I
uh,
want fucking big time credit. Not
so we
like,
got
oh,
we got Chicago on the money line. We got Jacksonville plus 3.5. The Bills on the money line. Patriots on the money line. Buccaneers plus 3.5. $50 is going to get us. Um, oh wait,
a
sorry.
lot.
It's going to get us a good amount. Four hundred seventy-two
Don't
dollars and
fucking
ninety
make
four
this.
cents.
Fucking A. I hate Shane Lowry. You Shane Lowry. Fuck Ireland. Fuck. Sorry.
It's
Keep
okay.
I'm Irish.
Sorry. I'm Irish too. I'm half Irish. Yeah, I know. Those are my people. Anyway, congratulations. We're gonna win this week, unless Brenton fucks it up for us. But
I believe in
I got a
him.
good feeling. I got a good fucking feeling. Let's hope the Giants keep it close. Let's hope the fucking Yankees can win both games and the Blue Jays lose one. Let's hope that the America can make some sort of fucking comeback in this Ryder Cup and not get embarrassed at home. Let's hope the Bills continue to win.
The Bills are going to win
And
this week. But
to
what's most
me,
exciting that we didn't even talk about before we
what is
wrap
the
up
go
is
ahead?
either the Chiefs or the Ravens are going to be 1-3 after this week, unless they tie.
Yes.
That
And
is
that,
so exciting.
yeah,
That's
that's a
going to be a
whole.
hell of a game because those two teams know like we have to win. I know it's only week 4, but we have to win this fucking week.
Well, I mean, look, you can always make the playoffs after going 1-4 or 1-3, right? But especially those two teams. But as
You're
far as
out of the running for
positioning,
the, yeah,
yeah.
completely
Positioning, you
done.
might be a wild card or you're going to have to like work to get into those playoffs. So it's going to be a laborious season for you. You're not sitting out anyone week, 16, 17. So for sure, 100%, dude. 100%. That's good news for you guys. You guys just continue to move on and do your business.
We just got to
Do you
win
have
our
a
games.
do you have like some? I'm not even asking for a pick. Do you have someone that you prefer to win and lose that game because of whatever reasons for the Bills strategically, or no?
I mean, I think
Because
the
you've already beaten the
Ravens,
Ravens, right?
yeah, but we beat the Ravens on a hope and a prayer. I would rather see the
The
Chiefs
Ravens.
win. I think
Okay.
the Bills have seen the Chiefs enough, and I really believe the Bills' weakness is stopping the run, and I would much rather play Pacheco and Kareem Hunt than I would Derrick Henry. So the more the Ravens can lose, the better for Buffalo, I think.
All right. We'll see what happens. I want to give a big shout out before we go to my oldest, Jackson. His football team won 28-27 last night. Great fucking game. 4 touchdowns for each team, and then the other team went for the win for the 2-point conversion
Just
and the
take the point.
big D stoppage right there, and then we ran the clock out. Jackson had a touchdown and 70 yards on the ground, played amazing, and it was a great team win. So shout out to those guys. It was
Awesome.
awesome, and the crowd showed up really, really well too. We had a couple, like almost a couple
But
hundred kids there. It was great.
always just take the
Um,
point. Take the free
yeah,
point.
yep, I get it. But sometimes you go for the win on the road. That happens. It was a great win for them, and I was really excited. He was very, very excited. So, awesome. Well, we again now. I'm just giving you a quick update as before we sign off. Out of the 4 matches going right now, we are down 1 in 3 out of the 4. So this could be over today.
But the Yankees are
And
up 1-0 in the second inning.
give me a ball. Give me a. Do we have a Blue Jays score? Blue Jays and
I
Tampa.
don't believe they've started yet. They start later this
Great.
afternoon.
Great. Well, that's it for this week, everyone. Hope you enjoy your football weekend, your sports weekend. It's a great one. This is a great. I'm going to have a lot
I
of
think
screens open on
I
Sunday.
think Judge hit a home run.
Right now, or that was the one
That
run.
was the run.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Updated live. This is getting closer. I'm telling you, to kill the king, you have to beat the king, or
yeah.
you know what I mean? Something like that. To be the king, kill the king, whatever. I'm not a king. I'm a queen. Anyway, that's it for this week, guys. Tell everyone about the podcast. Maybe we'll get popular and become, fucking ultra famous off this thing. You never know. Dreams happen, right? Just like Jackson Dart can start a run today that will last us 10 to 15 years with several Super Bowls. People can dream. And until next week, when the dreams don't come true, I can continue to do that, right?
Stanton just hit a home run.
Attaboy. All right, that's it. We'll talk to you guys next week.
Go Bills.
Goodbye.
Go Bills.
Thank you very much for joining me. How you been? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Steve Renazizi. I'm the guy